The grid for the International TOCA Shootout is based on the competitors' finishing positions in this year's championship, also taking into account their practice times and then reversing everything, which puts Sober and Radicic at the very back of the grid and David Pinkney onto pole position with the Formula 2 and Pro Sport driver Klaus Fahrt alongside him. Bent Hernander and Alex Portman are third and fourth ahead of the two Cavaliers of Ian Khan and Ian Ashley. Tiffany Dell with his Cavalier is ahead of the TOCA Privateers Cup winner Matthew Neal. Derek Warwick starts 9th ahead of newcomer Dave Coyne for Peugeot. Ex-Clio racer Hayden Measham is 11th ahead of Patrick Watts, while Mansell and Gravett are 13th and 14th. Leslie and Radicic 15th and 16th, while Steve Soper and Chris Rea complete the 18 cars that are now coming round to form up on the grid, ready for the 1993 International TOCA Shootout. It's going to be a very fierce race indeed, 32 laps of the 1.96 mile national circuit here at Donington Park. Ready then for the red light to come on as soon as the marshal moves across from the front of the grid. Dave Pinkney in the pink and white BMW 318 IS Coupe on pole, and there is red 5, Nigel Mansell 13th on the grid behind the wheel of the Ford Mondeo. The field all forming up now into position. Klaus Fahrt in the green BMW second on the grid, and there's Steve Soper starting 17th of the 18 cars. The marshal moves out of the way, the 5 second to go board goes up, the engine note starting to rise, the red lights come on for the 32 lap International TOCA Shootout. They go to green and Klaus Fahrt doesn't move at all. Klaus Fahrt's car stalls on the grid, on board with Soper. That's Fahrt ahead of him, but he only just manages to miss him. Down towards Redgate they come for the first time. Pinkney it is in the lead, second Ian Khan as they turn into the right-hander, on board with Warwick. Alex Portman's gone off ahead of us. We got sideways and we've hit someone. Warwick involved in a shot, that's Patrick Watts. Patrick Watts goes through with smoke pouring off the front of the Mazda Cassidos, and it rather looks as though Watts is out of the race already. Radicic there on the outside of David Leslie as they plunge down the hill for the first time, and Patrick Watts is out of the race on the very first lap. Smoke pouring off Derek Warwick's Toyota, and Klaus Fahrt locks up. Fahrt's off into the gravel track goes Klaus Fahrt, and he too is out of the race. The TOCA Shootout allows the black flag to be used after lap 10 in order to flag off the last car, but with each one lost, the flag will have to be delayed for an extra 2 laps. We've lost 2 cars on this the first lap. Watts and Fahrt out of the race. We're on board now with Rob Gravett, the only former British touring car champion in the race, and he's right on the tail of red 5, Nigel Mansell, as they come out of Coppice for the first time. Mansell working away behind the wheel of the Mondeo with the sequential gearbox. Up through the gears he goes, heading down towards the chicane, and Ian Khan challenging for the lead on the outside of Dave Pinkney. Pinkney has the inside line, but he locks up and hits the curb. Pinkney, though, hangs on to the lead. Khan second, Ashley third, Tiffany Dell fourth. Matthew Neal is in 5th place as they come across the line for the first time. In 6th is Nigel Mansell, 7th is Gravett, 8th David Leslie, 9th Paul Radicic, and 10th Dave Coyne.